3:08 remaining, opening quarter. Trying to drive in, going to the hoop as the freshman. Can't get it to go, but he got fouled by Rind, team second. And a pair of free throws coming for the freshman, Aaron Jacoupy.
Nice move by Jacoupy to get into the paint. And Red had nothing to do except foul him.
That quick first step on the way to the hoop, wasn't it?
Yeah, he got right around him.
Jackson Mazzocco is going to check in for the first time for Neshannock. Moore back in to the lineup for KO.
I'm surprised they've only gone 7 deep, and you didn't think he was going to go over 6 deep, but yeah, you never know.
Well, with Harris being in there, I think Harris is the 7th they weren't sure of. A pair of free throws are good. Makes 1 of 2, 11-4 now the score. Back into the 2-3 zone. Gleese, right wing 3 ball. Back iron, no good. Foul on the rebound. It's going to go against Neshannock. So early going, Lancers 2 of 6 from beyond the arc.
Who's that foul on DeLillo, I believe?
Mazzocco.
Mazzocco.
Ball goes to the high post with Jacoupy. That's Aaron Jacoupy. He tries to drive his way in. Good defense. First by Mazzocco, and then Gleese saves it from going out of bounds and throws it off a KO player.
What a nice play by Gleese.
4th turnover of the game against KO. Neshannock's been clean so far. Maybe got away with a walk there, though, was DeLillo, but Mark Weir in front of us says he was bobbling the ball, so no travel there. Davey Quat now with 8 after that floater in the lane. Quat, a freshman, he averages 9 per game. He's got 8 in the first quarter.
He's doing a nice job so far. He's getting the open shot and he's not missing.
Backdoor cut again. That's where they're making their living. Second time Watts has gotten to the hole.
Beautiful pass that time.
The aggressive Neshannock defense leading to that backdoor cut. Quat misfires on that 3-ball attempt. Anthony Bonner, who just checked in, couldn't quite secure the rebound. Dante Moore ripped it away. Harris goes left wing. Buckley looking for some room, being guarded there by Bonner. Pass down low again, and left-handed layup, kind of lost it on the way up. Another great pass, but that time Jacoupy couldn't get it to go.
That was backdoor, and he was open, just lost control like I saw on the way up.
Just over a minute to play in the first quarter. Neshannock has not trailed in this 2-15 matchup. No look pass to the high post, back out. Quat will try another one from deep. Back iron, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. So making his first 2, last 2 off the mark for the freshman Davey Quat. His father, a 2,000-point scorer here at Neshannock.
Trying to take after Dad then.
Yeah, he's certainly doing that, though. He's got a long career ahead of him, but a long way to go to get to that 2,000-point total.
Well, starting as a freshman, he can probably get close to that in a few years if he continues to play.
185 points on the year right now for Davey.
Has he started all year?
He was in and out early in the year. He's been a fixture in the starting lineup, though, for probably about the last 7-8 games of the season. But he's gotten solid minutes throughout the entirety of this season. Moore on the left wing, just running clock right now is KO. Trailing by 7. Looks like Golden Eagles to hold for the last shot as they'll run the weave. Left wing, that's Colin Harris. Good to see him back in the lineup. Pass down low, saved somehow by DeLillo, but it actually hit off the fan in the rafters. Can't say that I've seen that ever on a non-shot at the buzzer.
I've never seen that before. 12 seconds left. Maybe Keystone to get something before the quarter's over.
Yeah, still plenty of time. Inbounds pass into the corner for a Spivak 3-pointer. Nothing but net for Ethan Spivak. That's a huge 3. Can Neshannock answer before the buzzer? Pass towards the corner. And getting it back to Quat. At the buzzer, it's going to be short, no good. At the end of one, Neshannock 13, Keystone Oaks 9 here at lcsportsnet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Davey Quatt leading away with 8 of Neshannock's 13 points, including a pair of three-pointers for this lead at the end of one, 13-9 for Neshannock. But how about that three-pointer for Ethan Spivak? How big was that before the end of the first quarter?
That's how you want to end the quarter, with a big three. See if they can get some possession time here.
Get you some of the other games going on our bottom line. Out of town scoreboard brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Winner of this one taking on Yock or Burrell. Yock with a lead at the end of the first quarter in that one in the 7-10 matchup. Nice crossover dribble by Spivak, but then he's going to lose it. Ball on the ground. Diving for it, hits the catcher, Nate Rind. Normally in the dirt, this time on the hardwood.
He's used to getting down in the dirt, that's for sure.
Smothered the ball. Bonner to the high post to Sopko. Extra pass over to Quad. He's just chucking him up from downtown. Made his first two, but he hasn't gotten one since. Held ball. Possession will stay with Neshannock on the arrow.
Look, off the handle looked pretty good, but just didn't make it that time.
Coming up at the half, we will have our Castle Asphalt halftime show. Make sure you visit them online for all your commercial paving or line striping needs. Ball knocked out of bounds. Tulio Watts, he's got great vision on that wing of that 2-3 defense, getting his hands on passes.
Tell you what, that was a nice, got right in front of that ball real quick.
Coach Corey giving the calls out from the sideline. Again, his 15th year as the head coach of Neshannock. Into the corner, Quat drives himself in, lost it, got it back, got the floater. Coach Gogan not pleased on the far sideline.
I can see why. Played good defense and let them get open.
Miralon Jakupi checked back in, over to Spivak. Lancer lead back up to 6 here in this first round Class 3A game. Left wing for Miralon Jakupi, off the mark, no good. Lisa Brain across the timeline, hitting 6:30 remaining in the first half. Really extending this 2-3 defense, trying not to let Gleese get back to it. It was deflected, and it's going to get knocked down. And now we're going to have a whistle and a foul going over the top against Jakupi. Hard luck foul, but you can't go over the top of him like that.
Tell you what, that was good hustle by both players. And Jakupi, like you said, you can't do that.
Give some credit to Gleese, too. Good awareness to kind of shield him out, almost like a box out on a rebound.
Yeah, did a nice job there.
Davey Quat with possession to Gleese on the wing. Inside out to Rin to the corner for a Sopko 3. Back iron no good. Spivak will get the defensive rebound.
Keystone with a very active 2-3 zone.
Coast to coast, Spivak unable to get it to go, and Gleese fighting off a pair of KO players to get that rebound.
Lucky something wasn't called there. Reaching, I thought was going to get called.
.5:30 remaining to the high post. Now Quad at the high post, gives it over to Bonner, and he's going to call for a double dribble. First turnover of the game against Neshannock, though, at the 5:32 mark. You got to be happy about that if you're Neshannock. They're only a 6-point lead.
They're doing real good so far, taking care of the ball.
That's the quarterback, Buckley, bringing it across the timeline for the Golden Eagles. Harris, wasn't sure if he was going to play tonight. Hasn't played the last few games. KO coming on a 5-game losing streak without a couple of their starters. Watts with the foul line jumper, no good. Gleese is going to tap the rebound to himself. Gleese hesitates, gets into the lane. Nice nifty move. That's his first field goal of the game.
That's a beautiful play by Gleese. That's possible play of the game.
Good nomination for your Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Going to the over the top, not on the same page there was Watts and Spivak for the turnover. Give a shout out to our friends at Maley Chiropractic. They are currently hiring. Send your resume to Maley Chiro, MAHLECHIRO @gmail.com. Dr. Maley, Dr. Ardro, Dr. Bowser voted best of the best chiropractic service by the Newcastle News. Speaking of which, Cody Patterson is in the building. That means he's going to be a ball magnet at some point. He's down to your left, right next to Athletic Director Ed Fry here for Neshannock. Lancers with an 8-point advantage. Short corner, skip pass looking for Bonner, but a little too hot to handle as he was cutting on the back door.
Unfortunate turnover. He was open, I think. A little bit too hard that time, that pass. Looks like Neshannock's extending their zone too now.
Yeah, coming out and playing them. They are going to stay with the man-to-man, though. In the corner goes Jacoupy, being closely guarded. That's Aaron Jacoupy, and he's going to lower his shoulder into Gleese for your Madur Bonner Law change in possession. The offensive foul brought to you by Madur Bonner Law. Make sure you protect your possessions. Flexible appointment hours. Madur Bonner Law has a team of experienced lawyers and staff, always ready to help.
That was a tough call there. I think I could have let that one go, but
pass can be deflected out of bounds, and it's a double touch. First hit off of the hands of Nick Buckley, and then off DeLillo after that. So 3 turnovers almost in 3 consecutive possessions. That was Finn Haggerty who checked in momentarily, just checked back out of the lineup for the Lancers. By the way, LJ Keefe, a name for Neshannock who you will not see in the lineup tonight. MCL injury. He's done for the season, unfortunately, for the junior guard. Finn Haggerty, the younger brother of Marin Haggerty, who just set the school record, 40 points in the first round victory for the Lady Lancers over Charleroi here over the weekend. Gleese able to get the rebound off of the Tulio Watts misfire. Going the other way to the hoop. Offensive foul as Gleese lowered his shoulder. Watts missed the 3 but got back defensively to draw the charge.
no, that's how you play defense. Set, good. Hope you don't get ran over. If you do, you're not going to get hurt.
And part of that was Gleese kind of lost it on the way and then was out of control. Having broadcast issues at the Elwood City game. We'll try to get you updates on that one as we go along. Knocked away by Gleese, ball on the floor, and he's going to dive and get the steal as a result. First the poke, then the steal. Luciano DeLillo, swing pass over to Rin, swing right back to Quat. He's going to take one from the corner and banked it in from the corner. He gives a little shrug. I don't know how it went in either, Davey, but it did.
He didn't call bank, did he?
I hope he didn't. It's a bank holiday. Apparently at Neshannock, the banks are still open even on President's Day. Tulio Watts looked to answer. Good step inside the arc and makes the 10-footer. He's got 7 of the 11.
I think he got away with a walk there, but doesn't matter.
That's the first points of the quarter, though, for KO. How about this? Really extending the zone all the way to half court now. Quat back out to DeLillo. Swings it over to Gleese. Short corner, Rin directing traffic. I think his pass is deflected. Got it to Bonner. No good on the shot, but he was hit and hit hard. And if that's Watts, that's going to be his second.
That was definitely a foul. No doubt about that one.
So Watts does pick up his second with 2:24 remaining. I'm still trying to figure out how Davey Quad even hit the bank board on the side from the corner shot and got it to still go in.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen that too often either.
Rin checks out. Mazzocco checks back in.
I don't think he knows how he did it either.
Both free throws no good for Bonner, but DeLillo gets the offensive rebound. Pump fake. Mazzocco no good on the shot. Got his own rebound. He puts it high off the glass and gets the friendly roll. Jackson Mazzocco on the board. Largest lead of the night for the Lancers.
Beautiful putback for Mazzocco.
To the high post, that's Spivak. Trying to go against Mazzocco, over to Watts. Watts drives in, dishes it to the corner. 3-ball on the way from Jakupi. That's the senior Mirlon Jakupi, no good, and it goes out of bounds. Team rebound over to Neshannock. Down to 1:51 remaining.
Keystone's going to have to make a stop here before this game gets out of hand.
Yeah, nice little run for Neshannock. 9-2 run here in this quarter for the Lancers. Trying to extend that, you're going to get a pushing foul. It's going to go against Dante Moore that just sent Gleese into press row. That's our friends from Scoreboard Live over there, Mr. Eisner. We appreciate all he does for us, both in Ohio and Pennsylvania. Team 6, by the way, against Keystone Oaks.
Moore out of the game and Jakupi back in.
Quat brings it back up to Gleese. 90 seconds remaining. Gleese only 3 points. Leading scorer, averages 16 per game, but he's been tightly guarded. Davey Quat making up for it with 13 points. Gleese left open here. Back iron on that shot, no good. Great rebound from Tulio Watts. Looks to start the break, and it runs out of real estate in front of us, and it's going to be a foul against DeLillo, or just knocked out of bounds by DeLillo. DeLillo's saying I never touched it, but I think he's lucky he didn't get a foul, to be honest.
Yeah. I didn't hear no slap, though. They were right in front of us.
Rin at the scorer's table waiting to check in. Spivak trying to direct traffic. Back up to Buckley. Those two play a two-man game. Nifty move to get to the lane for an and one. Ethan Spivak. Jab, step, and drive.
Very nice move by Spivak.
Julia Watts has 7. Spivak has 5. Aaron Jakupi, 1 off the bench. That's the extent of the scoring right now. Bigger news here, that's foul number 2 against Jack Gleese with exactly 1 minute remaining in this first half.
At least Neshannock can go a little bit deeper than Keystone Oak can.
Spivak misfires on the free throw. Neshannock, see if they take their time, try to waste this final 60 seconds. KO's defense will be very tough to do that against. That's Gleese into the short corner for Rin. Directing traffic, gives it to DeLillo. He has some room. He's losing on a wild shot, can't get it to go. Good defense to close down that lane in a hurry.
I think that ball slipped out of his hand on the way up, it looked like.
Down to 35 seconds remaining now. KO can wait for the final shot if they want. Pull-up jumper, can't get it to go from the foul line there from Spivak. 6'4" sophomore, he's got some nice moves. Could not get that one to fall, though.
Good hard rebound by Gleese.
See if KO is going to try to keep Gleese from getting it back, unable to do so. He'll direct traffic for the final play of the half. Bonner looking for an opening. Get it to Gleese, get it to Davey Quat, but he stepped on the end line, just ran out of real estate. 2.9 on the clock.
I thought he had an open lane too there, it looked like.
So 2.9 on the clock. Spivak's going to go with the baseball pass over the top, and somehow the quarterback wasn't the one going to go for the pass. He was the receiver. Looked like he got mauled, but no foul given, and that's how this first half comes to an end. 22-13 your score here at the break. Jay, kind of like we anticipated, a low-scoring game.
Yeah, like you said, it was low scoring and good hard defense on both teams.
22-13 as we head to the locker rooms. We'll head to a commercial break. Back in a moment here at lcsportsnet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
At LCAP Early Learning Centers, our kids are superheroes with extraordinary abilities to explore and learn. All our programs are filled with amazing children, but we need help. We're hiring group supervisors, assistant group supervisors, aides, and many other support positions. If you love to work with children as young as 6 weeks old, then you could be a superhero too. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County. Apply today at lcap.org.
When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapies. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Newbie, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team and how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for homeowners and businesses in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting and related projects for the winter season. Call Joe today, 724-714-4294, to discuss your next project.
That was awesome.
Halftime here for Neshannock High School with a 22-13 lead for the 2-seed Lancers over the 15-seed Golden Eagles of Keystone Oaks. We have some other scores coming down across your bottom line here. We got one final already in the Class 3A tournament, though, here, Jay. Game that started at 6 o'clock. A final score is Olsh, the first team into the quarterfinals. It's going to be fun as this one goes along. Olsh defeating Beaver Falls, by the way, because the top 7 teams make it from the districts into the state tournament this year out of Class 3A. Used to be followed a leader style. They've gotten rid of that now. So now they have a true consolation tournament coming up, which we like a lot better because you got to win your way into the state tournament, right?
I agree with that. I like it a lot better that way. You should have to earn what you to go to the next round, next state.
Are you looking to make a difference? Well, here is your opportunity. Lawrence County Child and Youth Services is looking for compassionate foster parents now. If you are over the age of 21, in good health, and wanting to help a child in need, we're in need of you. Receive free training and compensation by becoming a foster parent. Call 724-658-2558 and let Bill, Brooklyn, and Heather get you started. Make a difference and become a foster parent today.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Asphalt.com. 22-13 your halftime score. Davey Quat with 13 himself for Neshannock. He definitely started off strong, gave a good first impression today. He's 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. The rest of Neshannock, though, 0 of 5 from downtown. Rind with 4, 2 for Jackson Mazzocco, and Jack Lease, the leading scorer for this Lancers team at 16 per game. Only 3 points, but they haven't missed them because of the good ball movement, and they're playing very unselfish basketball right now, Jay.
So they're moving the ball real well, and got 5 different people scoring for Neshannock in the first half.
On the other side, only 3 players on the scoreboard for Keystone Oaks. Leading the way, Tulio Watts with 7, Ethan Spivak with 5, Aaron Jacoupy 1 of 2 from the line in the first half. And that's the one thing I think both coaches will be stressing. Let's get to the free throw line more, but let's actually make them, because KO 2 of 5 from the line. Neshannock, I have them at 1 of 5.
You'd have to do better than that to win a close ball game.
But it's been a defensive struggle like we sort of expected here today in this contest. Both these teams doing a good job of, really, especially KO, extending that zone, forcing difficult passing lanes. Neshannock's moved the ball pretty well, and only 5 turnovers for Neshannock, 9 on the other side for KO in terms of turning the ball over. But what is it that both these teams need to do differently to get a few more points on the scoreboard here in the second half?
KO's going to have to start making some baskets. They missed a couple key baskets underneath. And Neshannock's going to just keep doing what they're doing, moving the ball and get the open shot. Because most of their shots have been uncontested.
And don't care who makes those shots too, right?
Exactly right.
That's a big part of it. As you see our scoreboard going across the bottom, your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Crane Room. Grab a seat at the bar, the dining room, the loft, and we're getting pretty close to being outside on that patio. Plenty of room at the Crane Room. The one score of big importance, Yock versus Burrell. Yock a 25-7 lead at the half. Burrell Bucks without their leading scorer in that one, Mackie Bennis, we were being told. So thanks to Don Rebel for that score update. The one final already in, 75-67 over Beaver Falls. So the 6th seed into the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals, by the way, will be played on Thursday. Sites and times to be determined. Having a discussion here at mid-quarters, we get ready for the second half of play, as assistant coaches from both teams talking with the officials and bringing over one of the co-athletic directors, Mr. Ed Fry, to the foray. Not sure what that might all be about there, Jay.
I'm not sure. He has a paper in his hand and showed him something in the paper. I'm not sure what it was.
Well, everything seems to be in order. Maybe somebody forgot to sign their checks.
Maybe.
KO will have first possession as teams flip sides and get ready for second half action. Mohawk, by the way, in the other game we have on LC SportsNet, they led 36-23 at the halftime break, but third quarter action beginning here. And a drive right in, shot a little short, kind of lost it on the way up there, was Tulio Watts, the leading scorer for KO in the first half. Drive and dish from DeLillo, got it over to Glees, trying to call the play from the sideline there is Coach Corey. Watts tracks down in front of his own bench, cross-court pass, going to be almost picked off. DeLillo, good job to come to it. Euro step from Glees, and we're going to reach and foul against KO. Credit to DeLillo to just keep that play alive.
I tell you what, I thought the ball was going to go out of bounds, and he got it back, and down he went.
Second foul against Dante Moore. Only players in foul trouble, he and Watts each with 2 for Keystone Oaks, 2 for Jack Lease, who's going to step to the free throw line, and we'll see if Neshannock can step it up from the line again. They were 1 of 5. KO was 2 of 5 from the line in the first 16 minutes. First one up and in there for Glees. Neshannock's leading scorer, 16 points per contest. Now with 4. In and out on the second attempt, so he'll stay at 4. Across the timeline, Spivak. Now back up to Buckley, who will run the offense.
The backdoor seemed to work pretty well for him in the first half.
Let's see if Neshannock can step up more on that. They're spreading the court. They're trying to let the big man go to work, and Ethan Spivak gets to the hoop. He's got 7. I like the way that 6'4" sophomore has been playing, especially when he gets the ball at the high post. Turns and faces, Jay. Step 1.
Tell you what, at first it looked like he was a little tentative, but then as the first quarter went on, he started trying to move without the ball a little bit more and taking it to the hoop.
He's got a nice quick first step. Does the 6' sophomore. DeLillo's going to lose his balance going out of bounds, and it'll be a Neshannock turnover. 23-15 your score. First round action. Winner will take on, looks like Yock in control of their game against Burrell in the 7-10 matchup. The other game in the bottom half of the bracket, Shady Side against Brownsville. We'll look for a score update on that one. Winner of that will be taking on Olsh, already victorious. Neshannock now into his zone defense. Keystone Oaks with 1 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first half, and it switch up looks like it confused KO enough. Ball goes into the cheerleaders.
You don't want to turn the ball over like that, but that's what happens.
Unforced error. 10th turnover of the game against the Golden Eagles. DeLillo hands it over to Sopko. Those 2 play catch. DeLillo will try one from beyond the arc and knock it down. First chance, Luciano DeLillo's had a shot from beyond the arc, and he took advantage.
Nice strike by DeLillo that time.
Lead back up to double digits for the 2 seed Neshannock Lancers, getting the home game as all teams, the better seed getting the home game as long as their court and bleachers were good enough for it. Even Spivak, I'll tell you, playing good enough for this team right now. He's got 9.
Had the open shot and he didn't miss it.
Well, he had the open shot because he drove to the lane twice. That time Rind had to back off of him. Left him open for the foul line jumper. Lease returns it up to DeLillo. Gets the pass back from Quat. DeLillo trying to direct some traffic, being closely guarded there by Merlon Jacoupy. Nifty pass from DeLillo, inside out, Rind to Sopko, extra pass to Davey Quat for 3, boom! His 4th three-pointer, Davey Quat lighting it up.
Nice ball movement by the Lancers, but found the open man, enough of it net.
Tell you what, keep that one in mind for your Maley Chiropractic play of the game as well. Great teamwork. That's what you get at Maley Chiropractic as well. Great backside defense from Glees, but he stepped on the baseline as he went to make the steal. And that's what you need, is to help defense to make sure those high lows can't happen. Just ran out of real estate so he doesn't get the turnover. Watts will get the rebound, or get the inbound pass, excuse me. Kills the dribble, swings over near side, and luckily for KO, it bounced off one of the officials. Otherwise, it would have been over and back against the Golden Eagles. There's going to be a blocking foul against Glees, and that's going to be his 3rd. Tried to draw the charge there, Jay. Maybe maybe better to have tried to let that one go?
I could have let that go, no problem.
And I think that's what he's going to hear on the sideline. Doesn't need. That's exactly what the assistant coach Zach Sarver was saying. You don't even need to do that in that situation. His third, team's first of the half against Neshannock.
So Neshannock's leading scorers on the bench right now.
He's only got 4 tonight, though. Davey Quat leading all scorers with 16, the freshman for Neshannock, including 4 from downtown. Drive in. Spivak is going to be pickpocketed by DeLillo, but not pickpocketed, at least not cleanly. He'll pick up his first. You can tell, though, when Spivak gets the ball at the high post, Neshannock sagging in on their other defenders, trying to restrict that draw.
Well, I think that was a sort of a reach-in foul that happens.
Into the corner for a Jacoby 3. Misses everything, a little too strong. No good. DeLillo's going to get the rebound in the backcourt. 1 of 6 from beyond the arc tonight is Keystone Oaks.
Spivak has the only 3 for them.
Timeout going to be called by Neshannock. 30-second Pontius Insurance timeout gives us a chance to give a shout out to our friends at Pontius Insurance. Make sure you request a quote for your auto, home, business, or life insurance at PontiusInsurance.com. And coming up after the game, we'll have our LCAP Player of the Game Award. So many great ways that LCAP is improving the quality of life in and around Lawrence County. One of the great ways, how about the Medical Assistance Transportation Program? LCAP can assist with mileage reimbursements or medical appointments, or even assist in signing up for door-to-door transportation services through the AXE buses. Visit lccap.org for more information and find out how you can help serve your community. Midway through the quarter, a 29-17 lead midway through this third. Winner again will take on either Yock or Burrell. Score update from over at Mohawk, a good one there. A 13-point halftime lead for Mohawk is now to just 4 in that game. Yeah, give us a shout out real quick to our friends over at Mohawk Athletic Department. They helped get us all set up for that game in terms of the broadcast. Huge kudos to Kevin Rona and company to make this broadcast happen. All games tonight being streamed on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Anthony Bonner into the lineup for Neshannock. Swings over to Matt Sopko. He drives in. He's going to get a hand check call against Nick Buckley. That should be his first. 2 team fouls each here in the third quarter.
Sort of a ticky-tack foul there.
Inbound will come underneath the hoop. Into the corner, Davey Quat open for 3. He thought it was good, but it did not fall. Offensive rebound though. Sopko goes in and out. Spivak fighting for the rebound, but gets it to Quat. To Bonner, his shot no good. Rind right there, his doesn't go. 4 chances for the Lancers, still on the floor. Finally, possession over to KO as the ball's knocked into the Lancers bench.
People flying everywhere after that loose ball.
And a lid on the bucket on that possession for Neshannock.
Tell you what, they had three good chances and everyone just in and out.
Still trying to get you an update on the Elwood City Deer Lakes game. They're having internet issues over there in terms of being able to send any score updates our way. Their broadcast actually isn't even on the air because of the lack of internet at the home of the Lancers. Here at the home of the Lancers, Neshannock with a strip and a steal and a score for Nate Rind.
Nice play by Rind. Knocked the ball loose and took it coast to coast.
Another opportunity maybe for a Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game nominee. Again, bodies flying on the floor. Spivak couldn't hang on to it. Neshannock playing 3-on-4 right now. Hesitation move. DeLillo is going to get hip checked out of bounds, though. Possession on the turnover right back to Keystone Oaks. You can hear Coach Corey screaming, hey, just slow down. It was a nice move, but one I guess didn't need to have.
I think he should have pulled it back out a little bit maybe, but.
Especially with 2 players behind the play, Jay.
Yes.
Buckley gets to Spivak. He'll take a corner 3. In and out, no good. He's got the only 3 of the game for KO. Sopko coming the other way. Hands it over to Rind. He backs his way in. Shot blocked by Spivak. Fighting for it. It's going to end up in the hands of the younger Jacoby. That's Aaron. Up to Buckley. We have a blocking foul going to go against Sopko.
Is that going to be 2? I believe.
Yeah, they are going to get that as a shooting foul. So Nick Buckley, 6'1" senior.
No points in the night so far.
This team prides itself on balanced scoring. By the way, we have a shout out to Gary Goya. He's an English teacher at Steel Valley High School. You love seeing the teachers getting involved. Buckley makes the first free throw. While we're on that subject, Coach Corey, a science teacher at Newcastle. Coach Goga, though, he's active all year long. He helps coach both boys and girls volleyball for the Ironmen and Iron Women as well. Fighting for the rebound, it's going to get knocked out of bounds, and Mazzocco of Neshannock will be the last one to touch it.
That was a tough one there. Both guys went for the ball. Mazzocco must have touched it last.
That's what I talk about, though. Mark, we are so good at communicating with the players, having a conversation with Buckley before this inbounds pass. And it's a good one, but the shot off the mark, and Julia Watts can't believe that he didn't get it to fall.
You can't be missing too many of them, especially when you're down 9. Oh, I guess you're down 13 now.
Yeah, just like that. Tough to even believe. Pass deflected, but still made its way over to Bonner. He's going to get the return pass. Down low to Mazzocco. Nice move to get to the high post. Inside out. Davey Quad. Another 3 ball in and out. But another offensive rebound tracked down by DeLillo. I wish I was keeping track of the offensive bounds tonight because Neshannock has owned the offensive glass.
I am not doing it either.
Quad. Over to DeLillo. He'll try one in and out. He's been held quiet on the scoring column is DeLillo. Just 1 3 ball. Trying to answer on the other end. Jakupi. It's going to go over the backboard. Out of bounds. Team rebound over to Neshannock.
Keystone's going to have to start knocking some shots down before this game gets completely out of hand.
And now they're going to extend their zone pressure. 2-2-1 pressure. Neshannock's got to hurry and get it across the line. They do with DeLillo. Goes right to the hoop, and he's going to get a blocking foul. No shot. They're going to say before the shot. Spivak picks up his second foul. His second, team's third, so 3 team fouls each for the Golden Eagles and for the Lancers. Didn't have any trips to the Health and Motion bonus free throw line in the first half. Drop step and a strong play. Jackson Mazzocco off the bench with more points. As we go under a minute to play in the third.
Nice putback by Mazzocco.
Trying to create some space is Watts, closely guarded by Sopko. He's going to get a little 8-footer, can't get it to go. Matthew Sopko, older brother Michael, one of the top scorers for this Neshannock team over the last couple of years. He's advanced. Watt follows his shot, but it goes in.
Another 3 for Watt.
That's 5 tonight for the freshman. Game high 19 points. And that's actually a season and career high. As Spivak answers, he's the first Golden Eagle in double figures. Now with 11. Sopko returns it over to DeLillo. 5 seconds on the clock. Does he see the clock? I'm not sure he does. His pass going to get intercepted, and no shot will be put up before the clock expires. But a good quarter for Neshannock. They outscore Keystone Oaks 14-7 in the third and take a 16-point advantage to the fourth quarter. We'll be back in a moment here at lcsportsnet.com, the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
For the most complete recap of Friday night's high school football action, tune in on your way home from the game to the
At LCAP Early Learning Centers, our kids are superheroes with extraordinary abilities to explore and learn. All our programs are filled with amazing children, but we need help. We're hiring group supervisors, assistant group supervisors, aides, and many other support positions. If you love to work with children as young as 6 weeks old, then you could be a superhero too. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County. Apply today at lcap.org.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
Reminding this game and the broadcast rights to this game is the property of WPIAL and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Any use of this broadcast intended exclusively for the benefit of the viewing and listening audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the WPIAL and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited. Fourth quarter underway. Neshannock 16-point advantage here at home as the 2 seed. Running some motion, are able to get it to Gleese. He's been on the bench most of the second half with 3 fouls. Can't get it to go, but Rin taps the rebound to keep it alive. He'll get the return pass, Will Gleese. 3-pointer on the way, in and out. How many of those shots just haven't fallen for Neshannock? It could be an even larger lead. Tulio Watts the other way with an and one.
Beautiful move by Watts. Take it to hoop. See if he can make it the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Sopko picking up his 3rd foul. He tried to make his way back to draw the charge, but slid in at the last second. 3-point play is good. Watts now in double figures. And now they're going to be able to get into their full court pressure. Gleese looking to run the offense. Only 4 points tonight for the senior. He had 38 the last time we saw him on this court. He's going to find some room. We're going to have a blocking foul as sliding in at the last second was Watts. He'll pick up his 3rd.
That was definitely a foul.
Yeah, we had the perfect angle at that as he slid to his right at the last moment. His 3rd, now 14 fouls apiece for the Golden Eagles and the Lancers. Inbounds pass knocked out of bounds. Good hands by Dante Moore because you had DeLillo streaking to the hoop wide open. Bonner again will trigger. Finds Gleese open on the right wing for 3. Can't get it to go. Gleese 0 for 4 from downtown tonight, Jay.
He's had a little rough night shooting, but he's doing other things.
And he's got some help from his comrades, specifically the freshman Davey Quat, a career-high 19 points.
Like I said at the beginning, somebody else going to have to step up, and Davey definitely has.
Nearly a steal as Watts has kind of lost possession. Going to go high post. Spivak's going to try to go one-on-one. Loses control, able to find the trailer. Buckley kicks it to Dante Moore. His first 3 attempt, no good. Rin will get the rebound and get fouled immediately in the backcourt by Mirlan Jakupi.
I think it was a frustration foul with Jakupi that time.
Team's 5th. We get closer to bonus free throws coming up. After the game, we'll have our Tri-County Principals post-game show, get you some final stats, some other finals across Class 3A's WPIAL tournament. Opening round action tonight. Quarterfinals will be on Thursday. Sites and times to be determined. Make sure you keep tabs at tribhssn.triblive.com. They'll have all those, including all the broadcast links for you. Rin trying to work his way in, and he's going to get a bucket. Spivak went to the ground. Rin with 8.
I don't know if Spivak lost his footing or what, but he was down on the ground. Nice, easy basket for Rin.
First points in the quarter for Neshannock come from Nate Rin. He's above his average. Quad averages 9, he's got 19. Rind averages 6, he's got 8. Stepping up is Jack Gleese, only 4 tonight. He's averaging 16 per game on the year. Tulio Watts gets inside the foul line. Little 12-footer is good, and a timeout called by Keystone Oaks. Another 30-second Pontius Insurance timeout being called here by KO with 6:03 remaining. And at this point, Jay, they're just trying to draw up what they can try to do defensively in their full court trap. just to try to force a few more Neshannock turnovers.
That's the only way to get back in this ball game is make some stops.
While you have a moment, give a shout out to our friends at Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Stay refreshed by enjoying hot or cold water at the click of a button, or you can enjoy a cup of coffee with their bottom-loading water cooler options. And remember, you can get 3 free bottles and the first month of a cooler rental free when you sign up today. Also give a shout out to our friends at Health in Motion Physical Therapy. The team's getting close to the Health in Motion bonus free throws. They use the next generation of physical therapy. It's here, the only PT clinic in Lawrence County that uses the newbie stimulator technology. Get better faster at Health in Motion, and you can return to the sideline up to 70% more quickly.
Looks like a full court press.
And it's full court man-to-man now. We saw some zone press earlier in the game. DeLillo's getting just hammered down the court. No whistle. He's able to get the pass off, and then gets the return pass, and will get in hand one opportunity. No, it doesn't go. And that's what he's saying. Like, he's pushing me the whole way down the court. He at least will get a pair of free throws as a result.
He's definitely was getting hand checked the whole way down the court.
And on the other end, because there's no foul, Coach Goga is asking on the other end, how is there not a travel then called? Third foul against Dante Moore. And frankly, I agree with both coaches. If it's not a foul, it probably should have been a travel, Jay.
It has to be something.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound from Tulio Watts, and then there's going to be a reach in, and the frustration from DeLillo. He gives a little smirk as he heads back defensively, but that's his second, team's 5th. And that's the thing, maybe to avoid giving a foul against Keystone Oaks, you end up allowing a travel at the other end. You know? Officiating has been solid all night. I'll take this all-star crew time and time again, please.
They got complete control of this game.
Little drive. That's been Tulio Watts' bread and butter here today, now with 14. Lead back down to 12. Floater at the other end, no good. Bonner put back, won't go, but Anthony Bonner, another trip to the free throw line.
Bonner with no points so far tonight in the game. See if he can get a couple free throws here.
He does get into the scorebook. 6 different players for Neshannock on the board. 4 for Keystone Oaks. Watts 14, Spivak 11, getting a majority of the scoring. No good on the second free throw. Ball tapped out towards midcourt. Milan Jakupi's going to wait for some help and finds it. Pass down low. Spivak left alone. Put it on the deck, though. Lost it. Got it back. Lost it again. We're going to have a held ball, and the arrow is going to stay with KO.
It's good hustle from both players. I didn't think either one had control, but they refs say they did.
Did for long enough. Before things got too out of hand. Another little floater. He's having himself a night. It's Tulio Watts. Full timeout taken by Keystone Oaks with 5:07 remaining. Let's take a 30-second timeout here as well at lcsportsnet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
We thank the Crane Room. I'll give a shout out to Something for Wall Photography. Select images of tonight's game will be available on our website, Twitter, and Instagram, courtesy of Something for Your Wall Photography. Make sure you check out all of her great captured moments. Best place, go to Facebook and search Something for Your Wall. And remember, collages make great holiday, graduation, or just a gift for the heck of it for your athlete and other family members. Winner of this one takes on either Yock or Burrell. Last score check, Yock was leading by 21 over the Burrell Bucks. Again, all those quarterfinal games on Thursday will be at neutral sites. I like that. Get it back to, I like giving a team a home game, but just one. That's all you need.
I agree with you. You get a good season to get the home court advantage, then both teams should be neutral site.
Only 2 timeouts remaining for Keystone Oaks now. With 5:08 remaining, Gleese able to get the ball at midcourt, over to rim, looks for the pass. It's going to be deflected, pops sky high, and just waiting for it is Jack. Gleese passes down low, scrambling defense right now, KO. Good ball movement by Neshannock, just playing a little keep away. And hammering all over the place, not giving any fouls. Gleese is going to drive his way in, and he's going to get a no whistle, but he's going to get a layup. A lot of contact. I was going to say that was a flop and a no whistle needed as Buckley gets his first bucket at the other end. He's got 3 points, his first field goal of the game. All of a sudden the pace increasing.
Keystone's going to have to make some stops. Get this 11-point lead down below 10.
Davey Quat on the near sideline, gives it back over to the little between the circles. DeLillo to the foul line. We're going to have a whistle and a reach in, I think, before. So we're going to have our first health and motion bonus free throws coming up. Sopko will check in. They called that on Jakupi for his second. Which means we get a chance to shout out again to our friends at Health and Motion. There's no referral needed to visit Health and Motion Physical Therapy. Come in for a 15-minute consultation. Save those unnecessary trips to the doctor's office. Don't wait months to start feeling better. Call 724-856-3683. They'll get you into the office within 48 hours. Neshannock as a team just 60% from the line on the year. And off the mark on the first one is DeLillo. Ball knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be Keystone Oaks' ball as Quat was the last one to hit it out.
Definitely not doing too good in the foul line this evening.
Four of 12 to be official from the line. That's not going to cut it most nights. So Neshannock still holding on to an 11-point advantage. Driving in, just looking for any room, but Watts misfires on the shot. Finally did get a little avenue, Jay, but ran out of real estate quickly.
Tell you what, it's a little tough going up that shot. He had a lot of defense around him.
Gleese gets to the foul line. He's going to get hammered on the arm by Watts. That'll be his fourth with 3:44 remaining. Now Jack Gleese, one of the top free throw shooters on this team, he'll go to the line. He is the top shooter on the year. Just shy of 80%. Another one-on-one opportunity.
2 and 4 tonight, though.
Make it 2 of 5. Out of bounds on the rebound, going over the Keystone Oaks. 4 of 13 from the line, ain't gonna cut it. Coach Goga calling out the plays. Longtime coach from Peters Township. Wanted Jakupi to take the three-pointer, could not get the shot off. Now driving baseline, we're gonna have a whistle on the way up. Colin Harris, first we've seen him in the second half, and he's gonna get a pair of free throws. Colin Harris, who missed the last couple of weeks with an ankle injury, and that's also the 4th foul against Jack Gleese.
I don't know if he'll go out or not. I think I'll just let him in.
Yeah, 3:26 remaining. I think so too. Good to see Harris get into the scoring column. Cuts the lead down to 10. Closest that's been in quite some time.
And time's getting a little low here, so they're going to have to keep plugging away.
Misfires on the second free throw, though. Sopko's going to get the rebound.
Almost looked like he did that on purpose.
The way he quickly followed his shot, you're right. Ball knocked away in the forecourt. Turnover number 8 against Neshannock.
I think that could have been a reach in by Watts.
There's going to be an offensive foul and a push off, and that's going to be the 5th against Watts there. Extended the arm, and that's going to be his 5th personal with 3:11 remaining. He's got a team high 16 points, but he's going to have to watch the last 3:11 from the bench. Coach said he's a well-rounded player, is Tulio Watts, and he's done some great things tonight. It's going to be tough to watch him from the bench the rest of the evening.
I believe he's the leading scorer for him so far tonight, too.
He is. Amador Bonner Law change in possession ends the evening as well for the sophomore. Right wing, Sopko had an open look if he wanted it, but right now Neshannock is content to waste some clock, under 3 minutes to play. Bonner trying to find some room, finds Rinn. He'll skip pass over to Sopko. Open is Gleese underneath for an easy hoop. Timeout called by Neshannock. We'll keep it right here with 2:48 remaining.
Doesn't get much easier than that.
Well, when you move the ball that well against a team that's basically trapping every pass that they can. Tell you what, though, this Keystone Oaks team has been really fun to watch in terms of the way that they defend, the way they get those arms out. They've made everything very difficult tonight.
Back up to a 12-point lead. Oaks is going to have to really make some stops now.
Coming back to the game, we'll give our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game award. We got a couple of good options for that. As the weather changes, remind you that seasonal allergies as well can affect how you feel on a daily basis. Call Maley Chiropractic and schedule your appointment today. Headaches, joint pain, sinus pressure, even congestion, they can all be alleviated by chiropractic work. We roll the ball to midcourt, where it's going to be picked up right in front of us by Nick Buckley. Buckley, the quarterback's going to get it back at the volleyball line, looking to drive. Double team there, pass down low to Spivak. He's going to go high off the window and in. Spivak's going to have to be the answer here down the stretch. DeLillo hands it over to Gleese on the near sideline. And there's going to be the foul against Jakupi. That's Aaron's third foul. And double bonus time now. The rest of the way, 2 free throws each time that the clock stops for a foul.
Be nice to Neshannock can make a few free throws here. With this game completely out of hand.
That's not been their forte tonight, though. 4 of 13. Can't imagine they've had many nights like that over the course of the year. Gleese makes the first. And makes them both. Gleese now in double figures with 10, lead back up to 12. Jakupi from 3, or check that, that's Spivak. He's now got 16. He's got both KO three-pointers on the night. Another timeout called. Only one remaining with 2:18 left, but the lead back down to 9. Close as it's been here in the second half, Jay, and still plenty of time left.
There's a lot of time left, but they're going to have to make a couple stops, Keystone Oaks, because you can't just keep going basket for basket. They're going to have to make a stop and make some points.
Final score over in Bessemer. Mohawk with a 66-56 victory over Derry. So that means Mohawk will advance into the round of 8. Again, give a shout out to our friends there at Mohawk Athletics. They worked hard to make sure we were able to get that game on the air tonight. They helped us out big time. So huge shout out to our friends over there. Huge win for Mohawk. Maybe a year ahead of schedule. Only one senior on that team, Jay. How about that?
I'll tell you what, they're young, but they must be playing some good ball.
Only 2 losses on the year, and there was some serious debate about where they should have been put in terms of the scoring or in terms of the standings and the rankings, because they dropped to a 4 at the end of the year.
It looks like they got a pretty good draw, though.
Well, talking to coaches all across Class 3A, 1 through 16, anybody can win on any given night. There's really not much question about that. These teams all very talented.
Did you get an Elwood City score yet?
Still have not gotten one. Before the travel, we have a timeout call from the Neshannock bench. Coach Goga is losing his mind on the other side. And I understand his frustration, but he can't tell when a timeout is being called at the other end. I understand the frustration, but the official at that side hears timeout before a whistle is blown for a travel. That's absolutely the right call.
His players are trying to settle down the coach there.
You can't say that Coach Goga not a passionate individual.
He's still talking to the refs. You better watch himself.
And again, this is a professional staff. They're not just going to tee you up for any other reason. Many other officiating crews might have for that demonstration. Yeah. But they understand it's playoff basketball. Tensions are going to be high. There's no question about it.
Yeah, he jumped up, he ran on the court, and sometimes that's an automatic technical.
Quat, skip pass up because Rind is open. Pump fake's going to put it up. Blocked. There's the whistle late. And Buckley's asking the official, why didn't you call it right there? You let him call it. And again, that's just what the officials are watching to do. And that's what Kogan's saying. I can read his lips. He's standing right there. You're not even half court. How do you make that call? He said, I'm the one who sees him. I can read the lips. He said, I'm the one who can see it on the wrist. And here comes the technical. I thought it was going to. Rind makes the first. And again, a good job by the official. He's walking away. Second free throw, no good. 2:05 and a foul on Rind, 80 feet from the basket. We'll get free throws at the other end. Health and motion bonus free throws. Give us a chance to breathe. Local graduate Mike Mirko. He's looking to get local athletes back on the field in health and motion physical therapy. He gets quality one-on-one time that the patients deserve. He hopes to limit time and exposure to pain medication. Both teams just ugly from the line tonight. Whistle there, called by Buckley. And a good job. He just basically felt like he was on the football field, gave a little wrap up, made sure the player didn't go to the ground, but made sure, hey, we're committing this foul.
Definitely a foul. Fuller has prevailed there too.
First one up and in for Jack Lease. He's now 5 of 7 from the charity stripe tonight. Five of 9 though. The second one doesn't go, and another whistle over the back. On the rebound. This is going to be 1-1. And right now, Neshannock's doing the Cardinals sin. They're letting Keystone Oaks score without the clock running.
That's what they're going to have to do. It's still an 11-point lead, though, so. The last two free throws by Keystone Oaks did not look pretty.
First free throw, no good. Coming down the court, DeLillo, left-handed layup is in. Keystone Oaks fans asking for a lane violation on that final free throw. You could have called it on either team. Pass towards the high post is going to be stolen away by Bonner. Coming the other way and a blocking foul against Buckley. We'll get 2 more free throws coming. This will be DeLillo going to the line with 1:31 remaining.
Third foul on Buckley.
Both teams are shooting under 50% from the line. Neshannock is 8 of 18. Keystone Oaks 5 of 12. 2 more now coming for DeLillo. Off the mark on the first. Second one on the way for Lucci, and it is in. DeLillo with 7. Lead back up to 14. And we get a pass off to Spivak. Behind the back dribble, Colin Harris trying to work his way in. Nifty move with the Euro and the lay-in. Good job to keep the pivot foot there while doing that. That is not an easy move to do without traveling. His first bucket of the game. Unfortunately, though, he's been very limited in his action over the course of the night. He commits the foul to send Gleese to the line. This will be attempt number 9 and 10 for him tonight. Makes the first. Both good for Jack Gleese.
I believe he's made his last 4 free throws.
Long 3 from Buckley, well off the mark, as it's just desperation time now for KO. Across the timeline to get it to DeLillo. He swings it over to Quat. He's just going to try to back it up and run as much time as possible. Under a minute to go. Lease over to DeLillo. Thought about a 3. Instead drives, just trying to waste more time as much as they can. For KO eventually he's going to have to try to foul. Tough time even getting to it. And
I think he told him not to foul anymore.
DeWillow is going to get a whistle, and an intentional foul is going to be called here. Does it the push in the back. It's going to be 2 free throws coming. And the ball as well against Keystone Oaks.
That's a frustration foul there.
Colin Harris picked it up. By the way, you saw Jackson Kletter in for the first time for KO. So the intentional foul puts DeWillow at the line, makes the first. Off the mark on the second. 3 of 7 for DeWillow. Neshannock shooting 50% from the line on the night, 12 of 24. KO also under 50%.
Not going to make a lot of games, but tonight's big lead doesn't matter.
Winner will take on York. That game now a final. They are victorious over Burrell. There's the whistle and the foul. Merlon Jakupi trying to commit the foul. So Davey Quat will go to the line. This will be his first trip to the charity stripe on the evening. Has a game high 19 points, does the freshman. Extends his career high, makes it 20.
Didn't he have 19 points in the first half?
At the end of the third, he did, yes.
Okay.
Neshannock's going to clear the bench. Talon Anderton's going to check in for Neshannock. Saw Finn Haggerty, I think, ready to check. Yep, he's back in. And Mazzocco also checking in, so the seniors checking out.
Maggio Lacady was in for Keystone Oaks.
Second freebie off the mark. Low runner is up and good for Buckley. First 2 baskets of the night for Buckley came here in the fourth quarter. Talon Anderson got fouled in the backcourt. Chance for the sophomore to get into the scoring column here tonight.
I don't know about you, James, but sometimes I wonder why they fouled with 18 seconds left.
I'll tell you exactly why, because coaches stress to their team, I don't care what the score is, we're still in a game. We're still going to play till the very end.
But sometimes that causes hard feelings. That's when you have little, that's what I worry about.
And that's when you get the potential frustration fouls and the intentional fouls. I get what you're saying for sure. Watt's going to check out. Again, a career high 20 points for the freshman here tonight. Anderton into the scorebook, splitting his free throws. Time winding down, driving in is the freshman. Aaron Jakupi gets in the bucket. Anderton with the inbound. They're going to step away, and that's going to be your final. 56-43, Neshannock over Keystone Oaks. We'll be back with the Tri-County Principals post-game show here on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there, safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
In need of a lawyer? Contact Medore Bonner Law, a boutique firm offering tailored legal services and over 120 years legal experience. County residents with strong family ties to the community, Jason Medore and Michael Bonner, established Medore Bonner Law to provide clients with legal expertise and personal attention. Guided by their professional staff, you can feel confident your rights will be protected. Call attorneys Jason Medore or Michael Bonner, or visit MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Tonight, till Red had his nice couple second half.
It's our Tri-County Principals postgame show here at lcsportsnet.com. Neshannock, it's March Madness in February. Survive and advance. A hard-fought game tonight. Neshannock 56, Keystone Oaks 43. Here as we start our Tri-County Principals postgame show. A battle throughout the entire game for sure. And again, any given night, any team is going to be a tough team to beat here, Jay.
Tell you what, both teams played really good defense. I was really impressed with. They played hard all night.
Leading scorer, the freshman Davey Quat puts up 20, including 5 of 11 from beyond the arc. And on a night where some of your other scorers didn't quite get to their average, leading scorer Jack Lee ends up finishing with 13 after his trips to the line down the stretch. But 16 points per game, Jack only with 13. Davey Quad a career high 20. He really led the way in terms of the scoring. Needed that for Neshannock.
Yeah, you need somebody else to step up.
No, I want you to go to my car though. Right out here. I need 2 shirts on the back seat. Like one white, one black? Yeah. Hey, it's right out here, right out front. Sending people to go and get the shirts because we're going to have some awards to give out. Let's get the rest of our scoring, though, first here. Nate Rind finishes with 9 for Neshannock. Luciano DeLillo with 8. 4 for Jackson Mazzacco. 1 each for Anthony Bonner and Talon Anderton to go along with Jack Leese's 13 and Davey Quat's 20 for Neshannock, who shot 14 of 28 from the free throw line. Not great numbers there for sure. We'll hopefully have a chance to talk with Coach Corey briefly about that. On the other side, Tulio Watts and Ethan Spivak, 16 points each to lead the way for KO. 5 for Nick Buckley, 3 for Colin Harris, and 3 for Aaron Jacoupy, who overall just that Keystone Oaks team, so athletic, so strong the way that they play all 5 positions. Can you imagine if you had Colin Harris at full strength, or if you had Clinton Robinson playing tonight, another senior in the lineup who's a Division I football player? I mean, this easily, I mean, this is a game that everybody was looking at like, all right, it's 2 versus 15, but this is not a 15-seeded Keystone Oaks team, especially if they're at full strength.
As far as they play, too, I mean, you could be 15, but if you play hard, you could beat anybody. And like I said, only 5 different players scored for Keystone Oaks tonight, which they needed a couple more people to step up.
Well, they got what they needed out of Watson Spivak, especially. Nick Buckley came on strong, but a little too late to be able to get back into the scoring column. But also give credit to KO because even when they were down by as many as 15, 16 there in the second half, they never quit, Jay.
They didn't quit at all. They just kept hustling and trying to get some balls.
We're going to have a quick chance to talk. We'll talk briefly with Coach John Corey here of Neshannock after his team's hard-fought victory. I think that's putting it lightly there, Coach. A hard-fought victory start to finish. When the brackets came out, you saw this team started watching film. The first thing you said had to be, how is this a 15 seed? They're a tough team, and you guys weathered the storm. How big was the early start, getting on that 10-0 run early on?
Yeah, I was convinced, like all 10 tapes of them I had were the wrong team. That there's no way that could be the 15 seed. But a very good basketball team. They're very well coached. you know, we stressed this week the importance of getting off to a quick start. You know, thankfully we did that. It was an absolute slugfest down the stretch, and you know, proud of our guys, and great to end these seniors, you know, home experience like this.
Talk about those seniors, especially, you know, Jack Lee, your leading scorer all year long. He's held in check throughout most of the night. He doesn't panic. He still goes through and does what needs to be done and lets the teammates around him do it.
Yeah, we knew Keystone Oaks would do some different things. I thought we'd see a little bit more gadget stuff from them. In tape that we've watched, we saw just a bunch of junk defenses, and so we really prepped Jack and the rest of the team all week that, you know, Jack's going to be challenged, and the rest of us got to step up. You know, and obviously I thought Dave stepped up and hit some really key shots for us in really important parts of this game.
5 of 11 from downtown and a career high 20 points for Davey. I mean, what more can you say to do that, but also as a freshman to do that?
Yeah. So, you know, we've been happy with his growth this year. You know, like to, you know, see where he can continue to grow. You know, hopefully, you know, we can win and keep surviving and advancing. And but he's had a special year as a freshman. Obviously, that type of game in a playoff atmosphere, you know, just a great tribute for him.
It looks like he had a little bit of a rough time in the foul line tonight. you usually shoot better than that.
Yeah, we do, and you know, I'm not real sure. And the big thing was we had guys at the line that we wanted to be at the line. You know, it wasn't like you had that guy that, boy, I wish the ball was in someone else's hands. We did a good job getting the basketball in. We knew they were going to foul. We just a little bit uncharacteristic from us to shoot that poorly from the free throw line.
But, you know, with that as well, you have guys who then need to step up in other aspects and playing hard. I mean, DeLillo hitting a couple shots down the stretch in transition. Nate Rinn just doing the dirty work down low, a quiet 9 points. But, I mean, just talk about those two especially, and kind of behind the scenes sometimes as the seniors behind Jack, but getting the job done.
Yeah, Lucci plays with great energy. Got frustrated a couple times throughout the game, and but I just thought he was able to, you know, keep his head in check and continue to play as hard as he does. You know, Nate, as you said, kind of a silent 9 for us, but he was always in the right spots, dive into the basket, you know, getting some offensive rebounds for us. You know, I just thought he played a great, complete floor game.
Coming up next, Coach, last question for you. Is Yock there victorious over Burrell tonight? What do you know about the Cougars? And maybe nothing yet, but what can we expect to see on Thursday?
Yeah, we've dabbled a little bit in trying to look at future opponents if we were able to be successful tonight. You know, another very good basketball team. You know, I really believe that, you know, 16 teams in 3A, it's really quality opponents. From 1 to 16, and you know, we'll have our hands full. They got some playmakers, and you know, we're definitely going to have to do our job defensively, and you know, try to make things as difficult as we can for them. And like I said, they've got some really good basketball players, so it'll be a challenge.
Coach, appreciate you coming and talking to us. Survive in advance. We'll see you on Thursday.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. That's Coach John Corey of the Neshannock Lancers, victorious 56-43. Mentioned 16 each for Watson Spivak, 5 for Buckley, 3 each for Jacoupy and Harris. Leading scorer, Davey Quat, 20 points. That means the career high. He's got to be our LCAP Player of the Game Award recipient, Mr. Davey Quat.
The Lawrence County Community Action Partnership is proud to present the Player of the Game Award to Davey. Changing lives. Want me to read it?
And as for our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award, we had a couple of good options for sure, Jay. The one we're going to go with was about with 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. Just a lot of good ball movement pass around, and Nate Wren had a wide open look underneath the hoop at the end of the play. The ball movement all night long, though, for Neshannock was really fantastic.
They moved the ball, and they always got to the open man, it seemed like. There was a lot of contested shots, but got a lot of uncontested shots, especially underneath by Nate.
And he was able to capitalize on that one. 9 points on the night, but that one worthy of your Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game award. Proud to honor Nate Wren for tonight's Play of the Game. He will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game, and video of tonight's play could also be featured on the Standout platform from Trib Live on Twitter and Instagram. You can view tonight's Play of the Game and the full list of Maley Chiropractic Plays of the Game by going to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations, Nate Wren, tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. He's gotten plenty of white shirts. He just said that's the first Play of the Game shirt that he's gotten. He does plenty on the baseball field, but you know, you heard Coach Corey talk about just one of those role players that just fights hard top to bottom.
Does what's needed done. That's all it is.
And gets the job done. Neshannock gets the job done. They will take on Yock, the 7 seed. That 2-7 matchup on Thursday, site and time to be determined. Maybe we'll be sending Jay Moan there. I know he's not going home for the next 2 weeks at this point.
I already told my wife it's going to be a long couple weeks, but I love it.
Yeah, that's why we're here. We thank Jay. We thank Lucas Walzer running cameras. We thank Aaron Vigiano, the producer extraordinaire, calling him out of retirement to come do these last games here at Neshannock. We'll be on the road. Well, not yet. We'll be at Shenango on Tuesday. We'll be at Union on Wednesday. You also have a doubleheader at Mohawk, at Beaver, on Wednesday as well. That one right now looking to be audio only. We're hoping to get some video coverage on that one. And Thursday at Union as well. Friday at Newcastle. It just never ends, Jay.
I tell you what, I'm ready to go.
Good thing. We hope you at home are all ready to go as well. Your final score one last time here from Neshannock, 56-43, the 2-seeded Lancers over Keystone Oaks. For Lucas Walzer, Aaron Vigiano, and my broadcast colleague Jay Moan, I'm James Dotson saying so long, and thanks for tuning in. And now stay tuned for more WPIAL playoff action here at lcsportsnet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball.